for a team that has the unbridled ambition of the Golden State Warriors, moving to San Francisco is fitting.
Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors, but we know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, D.A. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Drummond. LeBron James is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Green, and it's Paul in at the 1. And for Golden State, Davis is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Ayton. And it's Wall, and it's Beal in at the 2.
Boy, how about the Warriors enjoying this beautiful new arena, the Chase Center. What an incredible amount of work went into getting this built, and that was before they even broke ground, guys.
And it's Drummond missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And finished off by Beal.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
James, the pass to Drummond. Kicks it to Gallinari. Some solid defense from Ayton. And the Chase Center will enable the Warriors, they think, to spend big on talent. But you know what, Doris? There is still a lot of nostalgia for their old home in Oakland.
No doubt, Kevin. The fans were so incredibly loyal. Oracle Arena was known for its rowdiness. The hope, obviously, that spirit will travel across the bay.
Here's Wall. That one misses. Good D by Drummond. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. LeBron kicks to Paul. Passes it to Drummond. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Isaac misses. The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Davis lays it up off the glass. Davis has got his second basket of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Drummond passes to Gallinari. Over in the corner, Paul puts up a 3, hits it from three-point range.
And Paul has a beautiful stroke from deep. A gifted shooter who drains perimeter shots with consistency.
Ayton kicks to Beal. Hits the three-point bomb. Beal's got 5 now.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
Outside, Wall. Outside, Davis. Feeds it to Beal. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Drummond. Gallinari trying to get open.
You can see the long wingspan of Jonathan Isaac coming into play. Twice on the pipes.
Ball passes to Davis. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Adebayo is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. T.J. Warren comes in for Isaac. Curry's checked in for Beal. And it's Sexton in for John Wall. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Andre Drummond. Allen comes in for James. Smart's checked in for Green. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Chris Paul. Davis kicks to Curry. And the pass to Adebayo. Now Warren, Lowry covering. Allen against Warren. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, you've got to watch those long arms of Jared Allen. Twice on the pipe, send it back.
The score now all even. Gallinari's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Davis. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
On the free throw, no good. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words what he's able to do on the basketball field?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable. They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
LeBron's checked in for Minnesota. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
The shot by Sexton, no good. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. And here's Smart. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Rockets in Houston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Now, here's Sexton. Defense is right there. Outside Warren. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Well, this guy loves to take advantage of mid-range shots. T.J. Warren in his comfort zone there.
The 3 from LeBron. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Here's Sexton. 26 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Warriors have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Golden State Warriors. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. And Chris talked about where all that started.
It's been a sort of long relationship, you know, and obviously me, Bron, Melo, D. Wade have all really gotten really close. And that stems from the time with the Olympics, USA teams, and then just sharing a lot of the same likes and values and having kids and family and different things like that.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GA spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Gallinari is out there with Jordan. Then there's Lowry, and it's LeBron James, and it's Smart in at the 2-guard spot. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you.
Well, this is the first full year now for Ryan Saunders. Let's remember he was hired by Minnesota full-time after an interim stint last season. And boy, did the players love playing for him.
Pass to Lowry. The dish to Jordan. Gallinari attacking, and Davis sends it back. Here's Sexton, nailed from three-point land. Sexton's got himself on the board with 3 there. And as we know, Doris, Ryan Saunders, the son of the late, great Minnesota legend, Flip Saunders.
Well, certainly the family has history with the organization, but in no way did Ryan Saunders get the job due to name only. This guy proved he can get wins from this Minnesota roster last year. For Saunders, he's known as a player development guy, and the ability to handle superstars is part and parcel to the job.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
checked in for Anthony Davis. Jonathan Isaac comes in for T.J. Warren. Beals checked in for Seth Curry. And John Wall subbed in for Sexton. Minnesota also making some changes. Jared Allen's checked in for Gallinari. Green comes in for Smart. And Paul subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
This guy is unguardable in the open floor. When LeBron gets into space, you might as well turn the lights out, Kevin.
Now here's Adebayo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Three-pointer. Green with the rebound. Timberwolves trail. Out to the right wing. Ball against Wall. Paul can't get it to go.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And it's Wall. That time the assist from Beal. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Decisive scorer from the interior. Go ahead, 6'4" John Wall. Take it to him.
Here's Ayton. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Timberwolves. And the upside for Ayton was always present. But Doris, were you surprised at how polished he was as a rookie?
Not at all, because DeAndre Ayton has got a big-time offensive game. This guy can finish with the best in the league right at the cup. You know he's dynamic on the offensive end, and this guy's only going to add strength and get better on the defensive end.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
Just fluidity that LeBron plays with. His ability to change direction on a drive so quickly. Incredible.
Beal the pass to Wall. Knocked loose. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. The drive by Paul. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Beal. To the middle. Ayton against Jordan. Wall, good. Wall's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Getting resourceful there. Go ahead, John Wall on the interior.
Paul passes to Green. The pass to LeBron with the fadeaway. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, Beal. And there's 1:45 left in the first half of basketball.
Now, this is an example of where he's grown. Bradley Beal getting it done in the screen and roll.
Green passes to James. Pass to Paul. Outside, Green. Back to Paul. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And Anthony Davis is checked in for the Warriors. And a change for the Timberwolves. Drummond's checked in. Wall finds Isaac. And here is Beal. High post, Davis. Working on Green. Pocket 2. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Rockets. Allen, that's good.
Boy, that's a little bit of toughness and concentration. Jared Allen under duress of the defense. Nicely done.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And not the same rhythm or approach that he had in the first quarter when he was taking it straight to the teeth of the D and really creating contact. Like to see him get back to that here in this quarter.
The Warriors have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Warriors. Warren's checked in for Ayton. Curry comes in for Isaac, and it's Sexton in for John Wall. Smart's checked in for Minnesota. Lowry comes in for Paul. Good on both.
I think one thing you have to love about the Timberwolves, their aggression on the offensive end. This is a team that has been top 10 in free throw attempts over the last 8 years. And when they get to the line, they do convert.
Lowry, good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Beal deciding where to go with it. Pass to Davis. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Warriors on top, leading by a point. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, so far, they've taken care of their business here at home. It's something you might expect, but it's not a given. We'll see if they can keep that up in the second half.
Shaq, what'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, this is a close game. Every point matters. Right now, they're not getting to the line much. To win this kind of matchup, you got to be the aggressor. You got to be, you just got to be aggressive. Let's just see if they can ramp up their intensity, Ernie.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. They've got Anthony Davis all out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Ayton, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5. And Gallinari kicks to Green. Wall against Paul. For the lead, it's stolen by Wall. Right side, Beal. Second shot opportunity. But a shot off that time. Great D that time from Green.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Paul passes to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
The vision, the timelessness of Chris Paul's game for many years. He's made everyone around him better.
And Wall kicks to Ayton. Shot clock at 6. Davis finds Wall. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
LeBron outside. Passes it to Green. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one. Of course, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Beal can't get it to go.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And Gallinari kicks to Paul. Outside, Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
And the second free throw, good.
I don't know how often we can say we get to watch a once-in-a-generation talent, but how lucky are we to watch LeBron do his thing.
Now Davis. He's got 16. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Gallinari.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
The Warriors have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And he makes the first.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
Wall passes to Isaac. And it's sent back by Drummond. To the paint, here's LeBron, and LeBron throws it down.
If you're going to step in front of LeBron James, we're going to question your sanity. Just a freak of nature.
Ball against Wall, over Paul. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Timberwolves on offense. Big stretch here going 10-2. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
And stolen by James. And the dunk by LeBron.
Just fantastic defense by LeBron. You have to protect the ball or he's going to swipe it from you with his lightning quick hands.
Outside, Davis. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Drummond. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Now you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
Different look here for the Warriors. Bam Adebayo's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Warren comes in for Isaac. Curry's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Colin Sexton in for John Wall. Timberwolves also changing it up. Allen's checked in for Gallinari. Smart comes in for Green. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Chris Paul. Timeout called the Warriors. Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention 2 guys who I think could be considered combo guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But 2 of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, 2 names to keep an eye on.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Allen. Good season for him last year. 8th in field goal percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Sexton, the pass to Davis. Clock at 6. Here's Warren, and it's sent back by Drummond.
A slight rebound advantage for them. 1 more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The strength of LeBron is something that is never going to go away, and it will always allow him to finish plays like that.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion. And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Now, here's Sexton. While recovering, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Davis. And just miss after miss right now. The drive by James.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
And Greg, you know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And the Warriors miss again.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Timeout called the Warriors.
I think quickness has probably never been more important in the NBA, but you cannot overlook the value of strength. Think about a guy like Kyle Lowry. He's not the biggest, he's not the most explosive, but he's got strength and he's got that bulldog mentality.
Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. You take a look at Green, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And, of course, Seth Curry. Same can be said about him. Another sniper. He'll hurt you from three-point land.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of horse. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
And Kyle Lowry, Doris, never shy about contests.
You're right, Kevin. Never shy on either end, offensively or defensively. Kyle Lowry will get into you. He is the tone setter with his physicality and his effort level.
And James gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Curry dishes to Sexton. Curry on the wing with his first shot attempt, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Boy, had this shot on automatic. The confidence so crucial to what Seth Curry brings to the table.
And it's Allen slamming it down.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
13 feet away. Curry can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lowry finds Smart. To the inside and finished off by LeBron.
Well, it doesn't take much for LeBron James to find his rhythm. The king right now making it look effortless.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Sexton with it. Working on James. Warren, good.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Misses there. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Timberwolves lead by 17. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Timberwolves leading by 17. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Marcus Smart. Andre Drummond is out there with Jarrett Allen. Then there's Lowry. And it's LeBron in at the 3.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Pass to Ayton. Tipped away. Right side Davis. And it's sent back by Allen.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Smart passes to LeBron. Shoots over Curry. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist from Smart. Smart's got 4 assists in the game. Right side Davis. He can't get that one to fall. And Minnesota will come the other way. It's off to Oklahoma City for him after this game, so they have the Thunder to look forward to. The 7-game road trip continues for them. That'll be game number 3.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Sexton, and it's sent back by Drummond. Here's Lowry. Finished off the break.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Timeout called the Warriors. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, and times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
And the Warriors with some changes. Isaac's checked in for T.J. Warren. Beal comes in for Curry. And John Wall subbed in for Sexton. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Gallinari, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Green comes in for Smart. And it's Paul in for Kyle Lowry. It's stolen by Green. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. He kicks it to Paul. Now here's LeBron. He's covered by Isaac. 5 to shoot. Gallinari dishes to Paul. And again, it's Minnesota.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Warriors have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Paul against Wall. Beal with it. Over Gallinari. They get it back. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 22.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Allen kicks to James. And James throws it down.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Wall, no luck.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight. He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Outside, Beal. Inside, Davis. Ayton trying to break free, and Davis can't get it to go. James looking around. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Or some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live, because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Davis, the pass to Beal. Takes a 3. Hands it from downtown.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Outside Jordan, the feed to James, and finished off by LeBron.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Here's Isaac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Thus far in his young career, Jonathan Isaac's strength, I think, dwarfs his defense.
That has everything to do, Kevin, with his blend of length and mobility. This guy can be extremely disruptive on that end of the floor, and Jonathan Isaac will grow offensively as well.
That's good from Isaac. The 6th pick back in 2017. 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw. Potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Warriors. And then for Minnesota, Marcus Smart comes in for LeBron. And it's Lowry in for Paul.
Well, the potential of Jonathan Isaac is truly exciting. This guy is still a bit raw, but he has every tool to be successful, both offensively and defensively.
Gallinari finds Smart. Takes the 3, buries it from 3-point range.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
All with it, now guarded by Gallinari. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Lowry passes to Jordan. Wall against Green. And he banks in the layup.
Well, he's got length and size. Danny Green is very comfortable operating near the cup.
Stolen by Smart. Wall with some nice defense. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Golden State. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist by Wall. That's 12 points for Bradley Beal.
I tell you, that's physical defense. Bradley Beal being aggressive, maintains his focus, finishes through contact. Exactly what you want from this guy.
Pass to Lowry, beyond the arc, drains the three-pointer. Lowry's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this, Greg. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Minnesota.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Smart dishes to Gallinari. Back to Smart. Passes to Lowry. 6 to shoot. Here's the three. And here's Smart. Goes back up. That's good on the jump shot.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, what do you think this team's identity is this season?
You know, we just have so many guys that can score. It's going to be somebody's night every night, like I keep saying. But we're also, our half-court offense is getting a lot better.
The ball is moving around, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.